Good afternoon, traders. It is 1:15 on Wednesday, and I'm having to do the video a little early today because I have a lunch after the market closes. Before I get started in this video, I want to show you my schedule that I abide by every single day of my life, every single trading day at least. This is a trading schedule. Every successful trader who has ever made money has a schedule. You have a routine and you have to stick by it, so you're never just sitting there on your hands wondering what to do next. There's always something to do with trading, and you will learn that. And say you run into a problem where you don't know what to do next, then find something to do research, read a 10K, read an annual report. Okay, so 6 a.m. I wake up and I look at the futures, and then I go back to bed until 7. Maybe I'll read a little news or something, go back, just get a little cat nap. 7 a.m. I wake up, eat breakfast, take shower, read news. You always need to read the news in the morning, not only to see what's going to drive the market for that day, but to get your brain stimulated. You always have to keep your brain working, because when you're sleeping, it's just resting. So it's kind of a warm-up period. From 8 to 9, I check all of my positions. Are they gapping up? Are they gapping down? Are they staying in the same area? And I just try to do my stock research, look at other plays that are interesting, what pre-market plays are in play for that day. Maybe I'll use them for not only investing, maybe I'll use some of them for day trading. From 9 to 9:20, I get my game plan together. You have to have a trading plan for the morning session. It needs to be detailed. You need to know exactly what you're going to trade. You need to know the news on it. You need to know, are there any economic events coming out for that day? You need to know the levels for the stock. Are they by any critical moving averages on the daily, weekly, monthly time frame? And just put all that together in a plan. From 9:30 to 12, you're trading, no distractions, phone is off. Because one little distraction can get your mind off what's really important, making the money, making profits, protecting your risk. Therefore, you have to start all over again. So personally, I don't even put on CNBC anymore. Maybe at 12:30 I'll watch Fast Money, just see what other traders are talking about, but I really need to focus. And I used to go on Skype in the morning session. I'll do it pre-market, but after that 9 o'clock area, when I'm getting my trading plan together, until like 12 when I take lunch, right here as you can see, I don't go on it. Anyways, 12 to 12:30, lunchtime. I pre-cook my meals because time is money, especially in our business. The volume's a little low in the lunch period, so a pre-cooked meal will give me more time to read news, to get more of an edge in the afternoon session. So I take my lunch. It's only a 30-minute lunch. Everything's pre-cooked. It saves me a lot of time. 12:30 to 1 p.m. afternoon's trade session game plan. Since the market really doesn't get going till around 1:15 p.m., sometimes a little later, gives you plenty of time, 30 minutes, adjust the positions that you're in. Maybe if you want to enter something out going into the close, you never want to be looking for a new trade during your trading time. And then from 1 to 4, you do the final wrap up. Trade, no distractions. Now, a lot of people will not trade the last 30 minutes of the day. However, if you're in the right stocks, that's when you can make a lot of money. And then going between this little gapping time between 4 and 9:30, this is just something that I do. You know, I eat dinner, spend family time, and I go to the gym 4 times a week. You have to maintain fitness, because if you're working, sitting down all day, it's very unhealthy. And then from 9:30 to 10:30, I review the day's performance, and I prepare for tomorrow. I get all my trades together. It gives you enough time to, let off steam doing your fitness, let off all the stress that you accumulated for the day, and then come back with a fresh mind and just go over your trades. Because if you do it right after you get done trading, it kind of clouds your judgment. You want to step back and you want to let your mind refocus, and maybe you'll look at something a different way. Okay, so then 10:30 to 11 p.m., learn something new every night. Whether it's a new candlestick formation, whether it's a new trading pattern, whether you're learning about economics, it has to be something to do with trading. And this is just for trading. This is no other business right here. If you have a side business on the side, maybe try to make time in between. But right here, this is my schedule. And then, like, just for example, if it's a holiday like Good Friday, I will still work the entire day. It won't be really going by this, but I will have a plan because the market's not trading. I will still do research, so the weekend you could rest, review news, and just spend time with your family, because this is definitely a hard job and you have to give it 100%. Okay, so today I'm going to start by looking at the NASDAQ futures, which are up 1.6%, 38 points. See, when you're new in this business, a lot of times what you'll do is, and it happened to me for years, you'll look at like how many points is it up and everything. But as you get more adjusted, you really want to look at the percentages. A 1.6% move is huge. Anything over 1% you need to pay attention to, because it shows that party, whether it's bulls or bears, have control. Going into yesterday, what did we see on the NASDAQ? We saw a bullish engulfing pattern. Then we gapped up today over the prior day's high, and we got over the 50. And right before that, we had a hammer. So whenever you have a long body shadow hammer, and then the next day you have a bullish engulfing pattern, that pattern is very prevalent and it should be closely watched. Now right here, we're going to encounter a little resistance before knocking out these prior highs. That's if the trend remains strong. Now there's going to be times where you can just sit in your long positions and let them ride, but in my opinion, as of right now, there's still a lot of uncertainty in the markets. It's not a bad idea to take quick profits. Crude oil right here, 113.46 is the prior high. They get through that, they're heading to 114.05. Right now you're breaking out of the prior resistance, and it's looking bullish over 110. That's why I got long Schlumberger last night. Gold futures hitting a high of 1506.50, and then a lot of people that rode this move up, what they're doing is they're taking some profits on here, so it could pull back to this 1488 level. Check this out, still in a beautiful channel, trading in the middle of it. Still love gold for the long term. Nothing's going to change my mind at that. And look, when we moved up, this is a pure technical ascending triangle. Sorry, let me change the color because you really can't see it. Look at this, guys. And the definition of an ascending triangle, basically with resistance, you have to hit it at least 2 times, not only for the resistance but also on the trend. So this would be a pattern that you could put into your playbook. It's a strong pattern combined with your technical analysis. It will fit you well. Silver climbing higher, 45.40 today's high, pulling back a little bit. Once again, you have more supply. I know people that are shorting this right now, and they're gonna hold it for probably a month or two, but I'm not gonna step in front of a train. There's too many other positions out there that you could short if you really want to get on the short side of something, rather than something that's just going straight up. I don't pick tops. Here we are. This is the chart of the day, the US dollar that we're watching, hitting a low today of 74.45. Going back of October 2009, we hit the low of 74.21, and I've been watching this entire move downwards and calling it in my videos that we're going to get below this. Now let's just take a step back real quick and let's see. We hit the high of 89. Let's see, the month was it 89 of June of last year. and then we've declined all the way to 74 in April. That is 10 months right now as we speak. So it has dropped off 15 points in only a 10-month time span. So just speaking a little bit off the subject, if we go another 10 months, which will lead us into February of next year, let's just say, metaphorically speaking, we cut that in half and we just say 7 points down. All right, 7 points will put us at 67 cents on the US dollar index. If that continues happening and they keep printing out more and more money, and finally Moody's comes out and has some sense and cuts the debt rating of the US, what you're going to see is a large burst in gold, silver, and all commodities related to food that trade on a dollar net asset value. So that is terrible, and it's really devastating. So we need to make all our money now. If you want to convert your money into another currency, you can while there's still time. Of course there's going to be demand in this level, so we'll just keep watching it. I hope we get a bounce back up to 80 and start moving up again. I just don't know if that's going to happen, guys. Alright, my current trades that I traded today, FSLR, I was going to hold this longer, but it was such a beautiful day trade. I only bought one contract of a call, and of a make call front month, and I made $130 on it. I had to sell it, and I'll get back into it if we hold above 137.10. But right now, as we speak, if we close above the prior day's high, it's going to complete an engulfing pattern. And then the next level you're going to look for is this 142. Now we're looking at FCX, and I really got lucky on FCX last evening. I made a lot of money. I'm not going to disclose it, but I held it, gapped it up on earnings, and then I sold my profits first thing in the morning. I saw aggressive buying coming in yesterday, so I don't know what's going to happen. If we get back below 52.67, we'll probably head to this 49 area. Here we are looking at Schlumberger 85.03. I believe I highlighted this in last night's video that I was long. Looks good. Have some resistance up here at the prior high. We have not been able to break out of that. I'm telling you right now, guys, if this 95.64 gets broken, you're heading to 100. So anyways, I sold my profits on Schlumberger, had a nice gain in that. Once again, will I re-enter? Yes. What I want to see is maybe this gap get filled right here from the prior day, and then maybe see it consolidate a little bit, then move back up to the 90.16. It could get going there in the next couple days if the crude market proves to be strong. Now looking at Monsanto, these are just a few ideas that you could keep on your radar. Short term, we do have that declining 50. I don't like that, but it's hanging around the 70.33 level. Yesterday we completed the engulfing pattern right above the 66.22, and that's bullish alone whenever you see it get completed off of a prior day's pivot or a moving average or any technical support or resistance speaking. So then we moved up, and right now we're trading at around 67.45. It could get, I know the traders are really eyeballing the $64 level, so I don't think it would take much to get it back down there, and that's where I'd be interested. I like Mosaic a little more. Do I like it right now as a long? No, I don't. It's still showing weak intraday. It was beautiful when we bounced off the 72.30, and it's been a nice trade the last couple days. But right now, what I really want to see is us get down to this $68 to $65 range, and that's where I want to enter my position. And that's going to wrap it up for today. Maybe I'll do another video later on this evening, but good luck, traders, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.